What is up, everybody? Hope you guys have a good weekend. We're just gonna hang out in here for a little bit, talk about some stonks. Yo, good afternoon, or good evening, actually. 7 o'clock over here. Y'all ready for tomorrow? I am ready for tomorrow. We need to make some monies. Yeah, I think it'll for sure be a green week. I don't see us going any lower, really. Maybe we could. We might touch this demand zone down here one more time, but that is going to be to be determined. To be determined. I just figured I was going to get on here and hang out with you guys for a couple minutes. Nothing too crazy. I got to figure out how to do the private stream through Discord, because it's kind of I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. You guys can like the video for me real quick. All 14 of you that are in here. Much appreciated. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. I think we're definitely gonna have a green week though. This was a huge fallout. Even if I were to pull a fib from like this move, we definitely got some room to go up. That's for sure. This would be a golden zone off the big move. I played all weekend actually. Yeah, I was out there for a while. I was out there for like 3 days. Just grinding and then going to the room and sleeping, grinding. Just trying to get through the weekend, you know, ready for Monday, ready for tomorrow. What happened to my list? It deleted all my tickers? Really? Weird. Yeah, no, I for sure think we're gonna have a green week. I don't think we can't have a green week, right? Thoughts on Doge? I would be careful with that. Could crash any second back down under 15, and everyone's gonna be pretty upset. What's it at now? Let me check. What's it at, like 30 again? Yeah, 31. Thing about these altcoins is like there's no real reason to have them, right? It's just like you're just trading, well, really just price action. There's no real value behind Dogecoin or any other, most of the altcoins for now at least. Yeah, I saw someone's mentioned Safe Moon as well. I haven't looked too much into this. Where do you buy that? Where are you guys buying Safe Moon at? Where'd you buy that? You can't buy it on eToro. You can't buy it on Robinhood. You probably have to use one of those like CoinGecko or something. Oh, I guess you can. Yeah. Trust wallet. Ah. No, I'm actually not bearish on the overall market. I think it's just a temporary crash. I mean, I'm actually bullish on the whole thing, but I think short term, yeah, probably short term, maybe a little bit bearish. Yeah, it's definitely overall sentiment is bullish, but yeah, you know, even with microvision, it's definitely bullish. Even without the DD, even just price action alone is bullish. Especially right now, considering we're kind of at the literally the very bottom of this consolidation area. I mean, we're at the bottom. So, and we still are making higher lows, so obviously that's good. Slightly, not much. We are at the bottom though. We are at the bottom. I don't know. I might trying to think of a short-term move I can do to make 5 or 10,000. I'm really trying to find some kind of play this week to do it on. Still not too sure what I'm gonna go with. Yeah, as far as microvision goes, yeah, I can't even imagine us going lower than we are right now. I just can't. It doesn't make any sense. But then again, nothing makes sense. But you can see here yourself. We're right at the bottom of this zone, this huge consolidation zone right here. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess there is technically a little bit of gap to fill, but I don't know. We had some decent movement on Friday, yeah, which kind of gave us a little bit of a neutral candle, but you know. If I use that 975 as that line, we do have a descending triangle on the big move, but yeah, I mean, if we break up to the top side here, well, could be in for some nice movement. Yeah, me too. I hope we get some news as well. That'd be nice. How do you even get Safe Moon? What do you have to do? You have to buy. You have to get Trust Wallet, and then what? You just buy it straight through here. Somebody said you had to convert something. Have to buy BNB, then convert over via pancake swap. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, dude. Well, what the heck is BNB? Oh, I see. I see. I see what you're saying. Yeah. It's gonna be so glorious when we get over this hump. It's gonna be so nice. I'm so sick of waiting, just like you guys. I'm tired of waiting for it. We're just gonna have to just wait, you know? I mean, typically, I mean, we're at a level where price in the past has gone up. You guys see this? I mean, this red line is where price is right now. If I look to the left over here, and when was this? 2006, price shot up. Then in 2009, price shot up. Hopefully, this is a spot where we can find some support. The mic sounds all right. It's not the mic that's broke. It's not the mic that's messed up. It's the actual cable. But even then, it's... I wouldn't necessarily say I'm bearish short term. I don't think I'd use that term, because I'm definitely bullish on I'm definitely bullish in the medium and long term, but I think we're having just some hiccups here in the last couple weeks, you know. I mean, it is volatile times, so this just kind of seems like some hiccups. But like I said, we're at a spot here, you know. If I do a zone instead of a line on microvision, so you guys can see this is a zone now. I don't know. I think we're gonna go up, man. I really do. Not because I wanted to. It just really seems like we've made a retracement off this big move, and we're back down here to a big level of support. So I think, yeah, we'll probably for sure have a green week. I thought that last week though, and we had a pretty brutal beatdown. So this is what is this? The last week of April? Yeah. No, we got 2 weeks left. I'm not going to be streaming too long, guys. You guys want to talk about stonks or crypto? We can do that. We can look up some stuff. I mean, we're right at the we're already bouncing off the bands, so S1 is right above us, 1266. 1260, yeah, 1266. We can get above S1, we're gonna have a decent little run. What's up, guys? Welcome everybody to the channel. Welcome to the stream. We're just hanging out. One of those kind of days, you know? Yeah, no worries. Richard Ireland says, when's the demo for LiDAR going to happen? Any news on that? No, we're not going to know about that either. We're not going to have any news on that. Not until the PR drops. There's no way for us to know. We might not even hear anything this month or next month or the next month. Just going to have to wait. They never said that they were going to release any information on it. That was never said. It was just speculation that they would drop PR because they said that the sample would be done in April. Jay Ellison, how was your cards this weekend? I did good. I won a couple huge freaking pots. I was heads up with this guy in this hand. We both had like 3K in front of us. And he had ace king, he flopped top pair. The board paired on the turn with tens. And he was just checking the whole way. It was already like 1,000 pre-flop in there, almost. And I had pocket nines. And 9 on the river gave me a full house. He bet like 800. And I just went all in for like 2,400, 2,600. And he tanked for a good 5 or 6 minutes and ended up paying me off. That was a pretty big hand. That was like a $6,000 pot. That was pretty good. But yeah, I went all right. Thanks for asking. Appreciate that. Oh man, I'm tired. I'm gonna go sleep early tonight. Yeah, I don't know. We're really just kind of close to this bottom. I mean, yeah, we could come down a little bit. I mean, if we fill the gap, we'll come down somewhere up in here. But I don't know. Considering we came down and we already have wick, like this previous candle has some nice wickage going. Got a blue candle on the close, so I don't know. We have to break out of this trend line, obviously. But like I said, we're gonna have to just wait and see because it's kind of up in the air a little bit. I mean, even if we did come down and touch this 975, I'm not too sure I'd be that worried. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Look at Stupid's comment on this post. What post? G-Nog's looking kind of bullish, man. Yeah, happy birthday, by the way. G-Nog's looking kind of bullish a little bit here. It's looking like it's trying to get back up to this zone up here. I don't know when I put this in, but obviously I've looked at this before. Hey Heather, how are you? Good afternoon, Heather. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. GNOG, yeah, I mean, it looks like it might come down and fill this gap here. Maybe. But if it doesn't, you might see it break up. Little zone right here. Kind of just trapped it here, but yeah, on the big time frame, it's looking pretty bullish, actually. You're slowly making some higher lows here. Yeah, no, it looks. Yeah, I mean, it actually looks pretty bullish. Short term, I don't know. Look at the short term. It looks like it might. It could possibly fill the gap here. But you know. Yeah, I mean, you probably are gonna see this go back up and touch, at least touch the trend line up here. I would imagine. I mean, that's what it looks like. Yeah, I mean, hit a nice, a super big breakout right here. Out of this little channel. Big breakout. Oof. Came down, found support. Right here at the same spot this one did. Pretty much. For this big move up. I don't know. You might see it. I mean, you might see it break back down below for another touch. I don't know. It's kind of speculatory, but it's looking like it's bouncing off this trend line here. Maybe trying to find its way back up to the top. Wilson Estrada says, James, what happens during an acquisition? Will they halt the stock until the price reaches the buyout price? No. No, they will not. As far as I know. This is my first buyout situation, but as far as I know, as far as what I've researched, no, I don't think they halt the stock at all. It'll go where it goes, you know. Unless it converts over. I'm like I said, I'm not really sure. But as far as I know or what I think, I don't think it's gonna halt the stock. No. At some point it will switch over. Like at some point your shares will just be switched over to whoever buys the company if that's what happens, but I don't see your link, Andrew Lemieux. I don't see it. Send me on Discord. Send it to me on Discord so I can check it out. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, the world is the world's crazy right now, man. I just try to stay in my own lane, you know, at this point. I just let whatever's happening out there just happen, and I just try to navigate through the bull crap, you know. Not easy to do, but not impossible either. You just have to kind of recluse a little bit. Welcome everybody to the chat today. We're just hanging out, talking about stonks, talking about all kinds of stuff, you know. Yeah, but anyway, as far as GNOT goes, you might see this move to the top of the channel up here again. The overall sentiment right now, though, is kind of bearish. I changed my mind. A little bit bearish, man. I don't see any. The daily looks. I didn't look at the 4 hour. The daily looks a little bit different here. I would call like the bigger time frames maybe a little bit more bullish than the lower time frames. The 4 hours looking pretty. I don't know. What is this? What is this? 20? You really could just do it like this. And like this. Yeah, if you draw this little flag pattern right here, I mean, you're gonna have to wait till we get to the apex and see whether it wants to go up or down. But if it does come down, it's not gonna be too much. Might get a touchdown here somewhere, but the overall sentiment is looking a little bit bullish to me. Looking like you guys found a bottom here. Now might be time for a reversal. You can see it already came down here and came up here and touched way up here. Closing above previous structure. So I don't know. I mean, it still dropped though, but have to just wait and see on that one. As far as Mavis goes, we're already bouncing off this huge zone. Hey, what's up, Benson? Good afternoon. Yeah, I did see this the other day, actually. Yeah, we'll talk about this tomorrow. Yeah, I did read it. I did see this. Yeah, it does look pretty. Looks pretty similar. I don't know, guys. If we get bought up by Google, I'm gonna be a happy guy. I'm gonna be a very happy guy. This looks, yeah, I mean. I don't think this is it.
And not so much the consumer. However, Nintendo has actually backed these because they're hoping that you will consume entertainment on here and maybe even do a little bit of gaming. It is an AR glass, so the small projection is floating out towards infinity. You can see the tiny little projector here kind of putting a 1.5 by 1.5 inch, which makes the heads-up application lens. I find the consumer apps, and because it's put in bulk orders. All right, Smart Glass is still alive. CES 2019. I'm your host, Nicole.
That was a while ago too, 2019. Interesting. I mean, geez. It's funny to me, like, what Reddit will allow and what Reddit won't allow. Like, if say Stupid did find something that pretty much found that Google was going to buy them out, would that not jeopardize the buyout? I don't know. I got pitchforked pretty hard for doing something similar. But yeah, no, it's yeah, that looks pretty darn close. I mean, yeah. I don't know. We already know that Microvision has probably probably the best AR for this kind of technology. I mean, look at all the patents they have, man. It'd be hard to compete with them, to be honest with you. They have a lot of patents. They have over 500 patents, you know? Yeah, I saw that Luminar leak. I didn't read too much into it. I saw something got leaked. Yeah, you can't really get around the patents. I mean, how could you create something even similar to this without infringing on their patents? I don't know. I don't think it's possible at this point. They have too many. They have way too many. I wonder what happens if Google does buy them. I wonder if their patents transfer over. I'm assuming that all the patents would transfer over with the company. If just say they did buy that vertical, I'm sure that they would be selling the patents included, obviously. I would love for Google to buy this company. That would be so awesome. I don't want to get our hopes up though. You know, I still don't think that Microsoft is just gonna let the AR that they use in their HoloLens just go away. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say at this point, honestly. There's just a lot going on with the stock. A lot of, I mean, I don't think there's been any negative PR. So there's really been no bad news other than the drop in the share price. There's really no negative news or anything like that. It's only been good news. So, you know, when there's only good news and the share price is going down, that's pretty much obvious that it's being manipulated, right? I mean, we've had literally no bad news. In fact, there's only been good hype around Microvision. There's not any negative hype, right? The company could get bought out. That's huge. So the fact that the share price is going down when there's only good news, that, like I said, that's pretty indicative of market manipulation for sure. Illegal activity, whatever you want to call it. I hope you're right, Wilson. I hope you're right. Hope you're right, buddy. Yeah, you guys can't forget this. This is actually I think some people don't talk about this enough. Uh, the Google Glass were Summit Sharma and Mark Spitzer, so we all know that. But pretty big deal. They're both on microvision. Uh, I'm just reading through some of these comments. Frickin' lasers. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, they definitely are. They definitely are. Excuse me. There's not a real reason why the stock should be going down. It should be actually slowly increasing. I mean, there's no retail traders selling. I mean, unless they're just completely just oblivious to reality. There's no retail trader is selling microvision once they've researched it. It just doesn't make any sense. But good news and a downward stock price is pretty obvious to me what that is. So, what's up, Kelly? Yeah, Richard. Google may have already bought him out. We don't know. We don't know. There could have been a deal on the table 5 years ago. We just don't know. Funny. Yeah, but no, this is pretty close. I mean, who owns the DigiLens? Who's the owner of that? Yeah, this is. I mean, any auto dashboard. You guys could like the video real quick for me while we're just hanging out. That'd be cool. I'd appreciate it. We're just chilling, guys. We're just hanging out. I'm tired. Getting ready for this trading week coming up. Trying to find a play where I can make some quick cash. Not sure what it's gonna be. Not too sure. I really hope we just bounce. I hope we bounce and come back up here. I really do. Guys, we're streaming for about 30 more minutes. We're just hanging out. I'm just hanging out. Oh, man. Oh, had a long weekend. Had a long freaking weekend. Are you guys ready for tomorrow? You ready for that bell? Thumbs up in the chat if you're going to be with me at 8:30 in the morning tomorrow. If you're going to be with me at 8:30 in the morning for the bell, let's get a thumbs up in the chat. How many of you are going to hang out tomorrow morning? Richard Ireland, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a green week. I think we'll definitely see a trend line break here. I mean, like I said, we got faked out here. You see this little fake out. Still had some good movement on it though. A whole dollar. It's a pretty big fake out. But we really need to close above this 1260. That's like this is the next level of structure, really. Well, I take that back. At this point, where we were early Friday, yeah. But at this point, we need to close above 11. What is this? Pretty much 1190. We need to we need to get above 1190. I think that's the first kind of goal here. 1190 looks like it's going to be the first hurdle. We can get over that and find some support, then we can start making our way up. But 1190, yeah, that's going to be the first one that I can see. A man leaves home, makes 3 left turn, and ends up at home again. There are 3 men there. Who are the men? I have no idea. What's the answer? I'm trying to read your wordplay because usually you'd be like, a man leaves his home, or he makes 3 left turns, but you didn't use a plural on the left. So I don't know. I'm thinking that's a trick. What's the answer? Boomer, humor, inbound. Oh, that's a baseball. Yes, that's a baseball. It's got to be baseball. The catcher, the umpire, yeah, and oh, for some reason it didn't click. But the wordplay is what makes it awkward, because it's like a man leaves home. Nobody says that. They say his home or something. Catcher, umpire, and what? Who's the third guy? Himself, I guess, right? Yeah. Touche. Man, if this catches on, it could be so big.
At Pulte Homes,
it looks like a joke right now.
Spaces to make your life
but if it
better.
catches on,
Like a dedicated office space with Wi-Fi,
everything's a joke until it catches on, right? Same thing with fame. Like, it's the same thing with famous
just
people.
enjoy more.
Like, there's a million people out here making rap CDs. I sound like an old person. Making rap songs, right? And everyone kind of thinks they're clowns until they get famous. They're no longer clowns anymore, right? Once they're famous. I mean, I guess that's how it works. So something's always stupid until it works. Then it's not stupid anymore. So Earth 2 could be hot. It could be big.
I can see what's happening to you towards the end of this video. Bid on your change your password immediately.
This video is not good. Yeah, this dude said he bought this plot right here Hold up. Let me pull it up. He said he bought this for 180 and sold it for 1,000. That's pretty good ROI. Not too bad. Man, I'd be careful with Doge, man. I really would. I mean, it's not good to FOMO trade, guys. Even if it goes to the moon, you're risking a lot. Like, it could just crash for no apparent reason. And then what do, you know? If you got in, you got in. If you didn't, it's not worth... The risk is not worth the money, in my opinion. At this point, I mean, could it go up? Yeah, it could. Oh, I had 10,000 in Doge like 3 months ago, and I pulled it out the next day because I lost $800, and I was like, you know what? Forget this. Wish I would have kept that in. Jeez, I would have made so much money. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's the worst. That guy Geo Rule. Oh my god. I'm a peaceful man, but I might smack him if I saw that guy in real life. The guy slandered my name for no reason. What a clown. The guy's a loser. I hate to be negative on the channel, but he really is a freaking loser. He totally lied. He told, number one, he totally lied. He said I did something illegal, which I didn't. And then he slandered my name and had his whole little cult just turn on me. That was funny. That was funny. But no, you know, but I mean, like I said, it is what it is. I jumped out of Mavis last week, bought 3,500 shares of AMC, made 3K, jumped back in Mavis Thursday at $11. Nice. Andy, if you know his name, tell me his name. Andy's videos. If you have that guy's name, send it to me on Discord or something. I'm gonna do some snooping on that guy. Find some stuff. Where is this? Is this Florida? Oh, this isn't Florida. That's a pretty crazy spot, though. $99 for this slot right here. 99 bucks. I don't know, man. I mean, it seems a little scammy, like the whole idea behind it, but if it did pick up, I mean, it could turn into a legit market. I mean, there's no real value, you know, maybe augmented reality value, but I know they were talking about doing some augmented reality stuff with this, but the most money on here is $320,000. So, if that tells you anything. There has to be a demand, you know. No market works without a demand. Supply, there could be an unlimited supply, but without demand, there's no reason for it, right? So unless it picks up and, you know, there becomes a reason for people to be buying and selling, which is obviously because they want to make money, and it's not going to work. Yeah. I sure hope so, Wilson. I really do. I think you're right. I don't see us. I mean, we could go back down, right? Like, I mean, we could go back down, but we're not going to go much further than this. I think the worst case scenario is 975. That's like absolute worst case scenario. I don't think we will go lower than that ever. I don't care how hard they try to short it. I just don't think we'll go lower than that. That's just my opinion. But you know, this whole zone right here is kind of like I said, if I do this, you see this zone, right? So if I go back all the way to like, you know, a long time ago, you can see the zone this zone between 1190 and 975 is kind of, look at here. All right, we came down a little bit lower here. It came down to about 617, but you can see price like around here. So this is a demand zone. You see this? A demand zone is where price leaves very, very quickly. It comes down quickly and it leaves quickly. So it came down with momentum and left very fast. This is a demand zone. Same thing. Came down very quickly and then shot up with no real resistance. All right, same thing here. All right, so we already know that this is right now we're in a demand zone. This is back in 2006, just so you guys know. 2006, 2009, and 2011. All right? But like I said, this is a known demand zone that we're in right now. This range is kind of a wide range, 1190 down to 975, which is what we're in right now. You see we're kind of right in the middle of it. But I would not be surprised if we make it out of the zone and just make insane runs in the next month or two. Next month or two. I mean, it just doesn't make sense, right? Like, why would it come back down here? It just doesn't make any sense. This company has a lot. Has a lot going on. So like I said, anytime there's a company that, like I said, when it's obvious that the company's price should be rising, but it's not, it's actually going down violently, and then, you know, for no reason. Like, there wasn't any bad PR, there was no bad news. You know, I guess you could argue that it's just following the sentiment of the overall market, but that's not that's not the case. Because even when the markets are green, Mavis can be red. So, like I said, when stock price should be going up based off everything, but it is going down, that's market manipulation. We already know they're attacking the stock. That's why I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I'm just not. They're trying to get the paper hands out to buy more shares for themselves. All right, Chris, or Charles Skotek, have a good night, man. Everyone's talking about Doge. It's so funny to me, like, how sheepy people are. Sheepy, S-H-E-E-P-Y. They're just they have a herd mentality. Like at poker, you know, when I go play, I listen to people talk. I don't try to talk too much. I just observe for the most part, but I notice it. Like, people talk about what's trending. That's it. It's almost like their thoughts are coming from somewhere of programming. Like, they're just programmed. They have no real, you know, I don't know. Like, nobody was talking about trading at all at poker. And I mean, like, literally, guys, like, nobody. I've been doing this a long time. They're all talking about sports, or they're talking about, you know, stupid crap or whatever. But trading was not ever something that was being talked about. Now everyone's trading. Now everyone's in crypto. Everyone's in Doge. Everyone's talking about Doge. It's just very sheepy, and I feel like for that reason I'm weary of it, right? Like, I would not put any money in Doge right now at 30. I wouldn't. If it dropped back down to like 10, I would do it. But I don't know. It seems shady. Might be a good spot to scalp some Bitcoin. It's at 56. I imagine it'll probably be over 60 again at some point. So if you wanted to make some cash, it's a good spot to do it, I guess. We'll have to wait and see. I think, like I said, I think we're due for a breakout, guys. How long has it been since we had a big move up? So this was on March 29th. So almost a month, or a little, almost a month ago. So 1, 2, 3. So 21 days ago. So 21 days ago, we had this happen. Was it really 21 days ago? That can't be right. That can't be right. Oh my gosh, that is right. Wow, time's flown. I remember when this happened. That was 21 days ago. Wow. Well, this is when we bounced off that trend line, this 4-month trend line. This bad boy right here. And before that, so March 5th to the 29th. Okay. Interesting. So 25 days. So if you check this out, I mean, look at these jumps, guys. They're all in the same. They're pretty much all at the same time. So from this move, check this out. Look at the screen real quick. Oh my god. I froze. Give me a second. We froze up here. I don't know why. I have to wait for it to stop. There we go. All right. So from this move, on March 5th was when we started this move up. And then on March 29th. So this is like, you know, almost a month. Almost a month. Same time periods here. So look at this one. So this one, from this move, this was February 4th. So the gaps are kind of similar. I mean, the blocks of time would make sense for us to be narrowing a time of when we need to go. I mean, look at these. They're pretty similar, you know, lengthwise. I mean, and they're just getting shorter and shorter, really. Look how long this one was to here, and then you got this one and then this one. So we're kind of nearing the time where in the past, we've started going up. If you look, it's about a month's time. So what's up, Philip? Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't happen this week, it's gonna happen next week. I can't imagine it would go. I mean, it could go lower. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about when the breakout's gonna happen, because it's not if, it's when. So, like I said, look at this time. Look at this gap of time right here. From here to here. Looks like almost the same as from here to here, which looks pretty close to here to here. These two are a little bit shorter, so I don't know. I think we're nearing the time where we're going to see a move up. It just would make sense at this point. I hope I see you all tomorrow at 8 in the morning, 8:30 Central Standard Time. Don't know where you are in the world, but for me, the market opens. Oh, sorry. The market opens at 8:30, and yeah. If we can get above 1190, that's going to be the first little wall we need to get above. One could argue that this might be it. I'll go ahead and put them in here because this could be a wall. RSI on the daily is, I mean, not looking that hot. We are kind of entering this down to being oversold, but like I said, if you draw a trend line here, you can kind of see might be looking like a little bit of a fake out, maybe a rebound back up. I don't know. On the 4 hour, we did come down here to about 29, and we couldn't. I mean, it looks like we're making our way off, or we're making our way back up on our SI on the 4 hour. So, like I said, I think Monday is going to be a green day. It just all the signs really point to it, towards it. So, all the signs point towards green this week. They did last week too, though, and look what happened. So, but I think more so this week, if anything, because we're already down here. There's not much gap to fill at this point, right? Excuse me. And you can already see this kind of double bottom right here on the 4 hour. You guys see this double bottom right here? Thumbs up if you see this. Thumbs up in the chat. Jeez, excuse me. But this double bottom is pretty strong reversal indicator. And then the next candle over, we get wick on the bottom side and on the, so I don't know. I've been faked out before. I have been faked out before. We got a nice double bottom here. Right here at this level of well, not quite down here. But that's good. That's not bad, It's better that it's above it. We don't want to go down. We want to go up, right? So, I don't know. I haven't seen a double bottom happen like this. If you guys look, this is actually and the more I look at it, the more bullish I really feel, because we haven't really seen a double bottom anywhere down here. In fact, these moves haven't been off double bottoms. They've been off just straight demand zone. But to have a double bottom in a demand zone, that's kind of a big deal. That's a pretty big deal. And we already know this whole area is a demand zone. All right, so we have a double bottom right off of the demand zone. That's like, yeah, no, that's pretty big. I mean, as far as price action goes, you guys can see here, we came down very quickly, and then we left very quickly as soon as we got down to the zone. And then we came back down for the retest. So if you called this a last kiss, it's not really breaking out, but it did come down, touch the demand zone, break out, come back down, retest, and now we're making our way back up. So we could be setting ourselves up for a pretty big move here. No, I'm here. I'm just not talking. My mic is on. I'm just not talking right now. I was looking at something. Trying to see if I could find a reason to draw a trend line here, but kind of just hard to find one. I can't really force it, Dwayne, you're a clown. Dwayne, you're a total clown. Your mom was artificially pumped. Looking so good on the 4-hour, man. The 4-hour is looking just really nice. Double bottom in a demand zone. That's huge. Hey, at least spell my name right. Don't be quoting me if you can't spell my name right. You can't spell a 4-letter word? Oh my god. Yeah, the 4-hour is looking super, super good. It really is, actually. Can you guys imagine being able to call out 1036? I mean, I literally did. I literally told you guys 1036. We did hit 1036. That's exactly where I told you guys we would. Pretty much. Pretty close to it. So I am talking. I'm just looking to trying to do some TA. Thing is, I mean, there's two reasons why we're going to see have a green week, and there are two basic reasons, but it is what it is. We have a double bottom and a demand zone, like like we really do. We really, really do. This whole zone right here. Well, really, on the 4 other demand zone would be kind of like right here. No, I take that back. What's going on here? What's up, Ron? Yeah, man, I'm gonna see that Addy soon. Guys, if you didn't know, Ron made some hats. He made some 3D printed hats for Microvision. I'm gonna give them out on the channel. So let's get some rockets in the chat for Ron. Thank you, Ron, for doing that. That's freaking awesome. That is freaking awesome. If we did pull a fib from here to here, our golden zone is going to be right here where we wicked off last time. We did make our way back up here too. We came down and we thought this was the bottom, but it wasn't. This 23.6, and then we had this short attack happen. But our golden zone off this move is going to be pretty much between $16 and $14.90, roughly. So I would suspect that we're at least going to get back up here, at least. I mean, you could see we bounced right off this golden zone here. We came down, and then we touched right here and had a big drop. But typically, these are zones of reversal, so, you know, price gets up to it, it could reverse. That's just kind of what happens. Dwayne, nobody cares about your life, bro. Nobody cares about your life for what you did. I don't, at least. You're gonna feel real dumb when they get bought out. Dwayne, I'm interested to see what you're gonna say when this company gets bought out. I mean, you're gonna be looking back at all this stupid talking you did and all these words you were typing, and you're gonna feel very dumb when you realize how much time you wasted and how hard you failed. James Jones. I hope that guy didn't sell, man. I hope Arnold did not sell his equity. That would have been the worst. Don't miss the buyout. Trying to trade AMC, don't miss the buyout, man. Who knows when that's going to happen. Dwayne Carter is literally sitting here in his brain, if you can even call it a brain, thinking that after 11 years of nothing, this is just a random coincidence. This move is just a random coincidence. No reason at all. The stock was dropped into the ground, and then 10 years later, for no apparent reason in the world, they hired Sumit Sharma. They hired Saval Oz. They got Judy Curran. And for no reason in the world, we have this big move. It's just random coincidence, right, Dwayne? No reason. Dennis, they've been saying that for a minute, man. I don't know. It could be. I mean, it definitely looks like it will, but whether it will or not, I don't know. I just wonder how Dwayne can sit here and say that this is just for no reason. Look at this, Dwayne. What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? This is a huge deal. The fact that you don't think it is alarming to me. So either you're just a troll or you're dumb. And if you're a troll, you're both. So I don't know. Dwangus. No possible way. This is just random coincidence, Dwayne. Share price doesn't jump up $25 from a quick pump and dump, dummy. Come on. I mean, how do you actually? You have to be trolling. There's no way you actually believe what you say. I can't. I'm not convinced. There's no way you actually believe what you're saying. There's just not. It's impossible. You can't be that dumb. And I know there's some dumb people out there. You can't be that dumb to think that this is just some random spark of coincidence that the stock is doing this. It's amazing. All that happened was the stock was doing what it was supposed to do. All right, this is what it was supposed to do, and then we got short attacked. I bet if I could go back and check the numbers on the short interest, you would see almost none right here. So this tells me that the market manipulators probably did pump this stock up a little bit, and now they're bringing it down. They made money both ways, but the stock was already naturally progressing in an organic way without any of that happening. So, like I said, it's not just random, Dwayne. Yeah, exactly. Huge institutional percentage ownership. I guess they see no value. I guess the institutions just want to just throw their money away. Right, Dwayne? Dwayne, you've already been proven wrong, so not going to mess with you anymore, really. I mean, yeah. It was manipulated by pumpers. And when did the pumpers step in? When did that happen? I guess if they're just pumpers, I mean, Dwayne, why are they hiring all these people on the board of directors? Why? If they're just pumpers, Dwayne, I mean, really answer my question. Why, if this stock was just from the quote unquote pumpers, which I don't even know who you're talking about, but if they're just from the pumpers, why did they hire Sumit Sharma? Why did they hire Saval Oz? Why do they put Judy Curran on the board too? Why are they doing this if it's just a pump and dump? Why? Please tell me. I'm interested. Educate me. And don't not answer my questions because you're just going to dig yourself deeper. I'm asking you a legit question. Why, if it's just a pump and this is all bullcrap and this means nothing and this is just pumpers coming up in here and whatever, why are they hiring people on the board of directors? Why are they opening new huge positions, paying $200,000-$300,000 a year to a marketing manager? Why are they doing all this stuff? Why? If it's just BS, why are they doing all that? Why would they be doing that? Why would Sumit Sharma take 900,000 shares as opposed to money? Why would they be doing all of this stuff if this was just a pump and dump? The answer is it's not. And Dwayne is a troll. I mean, imagine, even if you don't believe in the stock, even if you're like one of those retards who really just thinks that this stock is going nowhere, even if that really is you, Dwayne, why do you waste your time in these chats? Why do you waste your time going on Reddit, going on all this stuff, talking about it, hating on people in Microvision, saying it's going to go down? Why do you care? If you believe that, why do you come in here? I don't understand. It's just attention. You like the attention, man. You must not get any attention at home. Kenny, you're right. I definitely didn't invite you. I would never invite you in here. Let's see. Yeah. The 4 hours looking good. I really think Monday's going to be good. We got a nice rebound happening here. We could retest, but Dwayne could never get to me. Dwayne's good for my channel. Why do you care about that? Why do you care? Why do you care what other people are invested in? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why do you care? You're one of those people that judges other males. Why do you care what another man is doing? They don't give him quarters at the bus stop. That's funny. Shout out to all of you that are in here today. JC Renteria, thank you for the super chat, man. Much appreciated. He says, I feel good about Monday. Me too, man. And the reason is, there's two reasons, really. They're pretty basic reasons, actually. Number one, we're double bottoming right in a demand zone. All right, right smack dab in the middle of this demand zone right here. Where are we at? Right here. Let's do it like this. All right, so we're right smack dab in the, oh crap, in the middle of the, we're double bottoming right off this demand zone. We broke out, we retested with a nice wick, and we're slowly making higher lows off this zone. So that's, I think Monday's gonna be a good day. I really do. Shout out to all of you that are hanging out with me today. Good to see you all. Ian Ferris says, James, my theory is that the LiDAR stocks were all shorted heavily in anticipation of the April 16th contract expiration date. Now that contracts are expired, there should be no reason to continue. Pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much true. But we don't know how. I mean, and also, they know that these zones are big zones, so nobody's really going to be shorting down here. I mean, you can't really sit here and tell me that they think we're going to come all the way down here, back down under $5. It's just never going to happen. Like somewhere up in here, there's no way that they could actually think they're going to short this stock all the way down here. So I would imagine we're probably going to see it come to an end here pretty soon. We're at a big demand zone. All right. In the past, we've rallied off of it. And I think that's what's happening here again. I mean, we have a nice double bottom. And you guys, I want you to look at this too, because like I said, you know, the same thing that happened here is happening here. All right, it's a little bit different, but it's the same. So look at this candle. I want you guys to look at this. Look at your screens real quick. I'll show you guys something. On this move right here, all right, you see this candle come down. It has some wick on the bottom side, all right? And then the next blue candle is higher up, and we have and it engulfs the top of this candle. It doesn't engulf the whole candle, but it engulfs the top part of it. All right, and if you look at this one, and then you look at, you know, over here at this one, it's the same kind of thing. All right, it's very similar. These two. All right, comes down, wick. This one's slightly higher than the wick, and it engulfs the top part of the candle. Technically a double bottom, all right, especially on the 4 hour. It looks super sexy on a 4 hour. All right, look at this double bottom. I think we're going to see a green week. I really do. I really do. Copacetic says, where did we get that April timeframe from for a demo? Or is that speculatory? No. So the April timeframe, I mean, look, we may not get PR in April. Just know that April is the month that Microvision claims the sample will be completed and the benchmarks and you know, the demo will be available to interested parties. He did not say that there would be any PR or any kind of release information or anything about that. All that they said was that April's the month that it will be completed. That's it. So the speculation comes from there will be PR in April. I don't think that's the case. All right. I don't think just because the sample's completed in April, guys, things take time, right? Like these companies can't just go and like, you know, test the sample on a car in a day and a half. It doesn't work like that. So it takes time, right? So if they finish the sample, you know, in mid-April, it's going to take time to get it all sent out. It's going to take time to get them set up, testing it. It's going to take time. So you may not get any PR for the next 2 or 3 months. Who knows? But just know that we weren't guaranteed PR this month. We were told that the LiDAR sample would be completed this month, and the benchmarks and the sample would be available to the interested parties. All right. Yeah, Dwayne, show us your puts, man. I mean, link us, show us. He won't do it, though. Guys, he's just a troll. He's not... There's no way this kid has any puts on this stock. He probably doesn't even have $1,000 to his name. I highly doubt he's shorting this stock. I just don't believe it. Until he sends me a link, show me your trading account. I want to see your trade where you shorted this account. Please. Please, please, please show me your account and show us where you shorted. I want to see it. Prove yourself. You want people to take you serious? Then show yourself. Quit hiding behind your keyboard. Show us your trading account. Give us the link. Block out all your information and show us where you shorted this stock and made money. I want to see it. He doesn't. He won't. He wouldn't even get on Discord and talk to me on the mic for $50. I offered him $50 to get on the microphone and talk to me. He won't do it. There's no way this kid shorted Microvision. Show me your puts. Show me your trading account. Then I'll believe it. Then I won't. If you show me an account that shows a trade where you made money shorting Microvision, I will no longer call you a troll. How about that? I'll just say you're stupid and you believe the stock is going down. We won't call you a troll anymore. Why wouldn't you short it? If you think it's going down, why wouldn't you short? You don't have the money to do it, or you just are a troll. Microvision is around 20% institutionally held. Do you think these institutions just like losing money? Why do you think it's 20%, man? Come on. Yeah, you should have shorted it, Dwayne. You would have made some money. I just don't believe you. I can't tell if you're trolling or not, to be honest, because you're not disrespectful, but you do come in here, you know, talking bad about Microvision and, you know, people that are in it. So I can't really tell if you're trolling or not, but if you're serious, I mean, just prove yourself. Just show us your puts. Show us that you actually, you know, if you believed this heavily that you would come into my chat every day and talk bad about Microvision, you have to have shorted the stock. How are you not making money right now? The answer is you're lying. So we'll leave it at that. But guys, we got a really, I think we're gonna have a really nice week. I think this is the bottom. I mean, look at this. We could have come down more in the zone, and you know, the wick came down to about 10. Oh, it came out 10.10. That was right, 10.10. But we didn't even come down that far. We've already double bottomed. It would be very, very weird. It'd be very weird to see this come back down after a double bottom in a demand zone. It wouldn't make any sense. I mean, I guess it could, but it just doesn't make any sense that it would come back down. It may come back down and retest, but I don't think it's going to come back down and go lower. I can't recall a time where I've seen a setup like this, especially in a demand zone where we've come back down and then closed lower than the double bottom. So I don't think that we're ever getting lower than this 1050, which in the past 1050 has been a big deal. So I don't know. It just wouldn't be. It would be weird. Dwayne, that is such a I have to read this because that is such a stupid answer. This is how I know that you don't know what you're talking about. This is how I know, buddy. You literally say that there are bigger players. We ask you why Microvision would bring on big players from other companies. We're not asking you about other companies. Who cares? You say there's bigger players from on other boards. Who cares? We're talking about Microvision's board. All right, we're not talking about them. And your only response is that they do it. They quote unquote do it. So they join the board of directors because they're getting paid good for one meeting per month. So that's what you think. You think those three names that join the board of directors on Microvision are just doing that to collect a paycheck and to show up once a month. I mean, dude, oh my God, it's just so obvious you don't know what you're talking about. I can't. The only problem I have with you is I can't tell if you actually believe what you say or you're just trolling. That's the problem. And usually I can pretty much tell that. With you, I can't tell. I can't tell if you're actually dumb enough to believe this. Look what I have highlighted here in the chat, guys. I just can't tell if Dwayne's this dumb or he's just a troll. I don't know. Maybe both. I just don't know. But if you think that Saval Oz would put her name, Saval Oz, Judy Curran, you think these people would just put their name on Microvision and show up for once a week to collect a paycheck? Are you freaking kidding me? Like, dude. They could be doing many other things making the same amount of money. All right? Get real, man. Get real. XURI says, do I really think it'll be months before the PR drops? I'm not even speculating. I don't know. I wish I did know. But I don't, unfortunately. I have no idea. It could be tomorrow. XURI. It could be tomorrow. It could be June. It could be July. It could be next year. Who knows? You know, it's really just kind of up in the air. But all we know for sure, the only facts that we know is that as far as the LiDAR sample is concerned, you know, they made the claim that it would be completed this month and it would be available for interested parties. That's all we know. We don't know anything other than that, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to wait and see on that one. I just can't believe Dwayne would think that those big names would join a sinking ship, put their name on something that's tanking, just to show up for once a month and get paid. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, she's interested in Pioneer, of course. But why would you attach your name to a sinking ship? I wouldn't. I mean, that's like, why do you think people in the entertainment industry don't mess with people who have ruined their reputation or are drug addicts or whatever? Like, they don't even hire them for movies really anymore. Why? Because they don't want to attach their name to somebody who's a loser, right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I don't think that they would join a sinking ship. I just don't personally. That's just my opinion. I wouldn't want my reputation, messed up just by attaching it to something that's kind of going nowhere. Just wouldn't make much sense, you know? A few bucks? You think that's why I do this? If you think I get on here every day and cover this stock to make a few bucks, oh, I don't know what to tell you, man. But I do think that, like I said, last week I said we were gonna have a green week. I really think we will this week. Now that I see the way the prices played out, the price actions played out. I mean, last week it was kind of a crapshoot. We were kind of in the middle here, so it was really hard to tell what was going to happen. But now that we have a double bottom in this demand zone, and we've already retested on the second candle here on the second 4-hour candle after the close of the double bottom, we retested and made our way back up. I don't know. I just really think we're going to at least minimum get back up to this golden zone up in here, 1550. Something like that. We did come down here last time to consolidate, and then we made our way back up here to this this like 1480-ish area. That's when we had this fall. So we'll have to see. There's a few hurdles we got to do. See you, Lori. Good night. Have a good night. Yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow. I think if we did have a down day somehow, I don't know if it's possible at this point, considering, like I said, all those contracts ended Friday, as far as I know. So it would be very difficult to have a down day, but we could. And we could come back down in this demand zone. But like I said, it would be very weird for that to happen considering how price action looks. I mean, we literally come down to a demand zone, double bottom, breakout, come back down, retest, and then have a higher low being formed. So I don't know. We could come back down and retest again, I guess, but going lower than 1050 just seems, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. Why would we have a double bottom, a retest, and a move up, and then come back down and close below the double bottom? That would just be kind of weird. So definitely probably gonna have a green day tomorrow. I would imagine. There was another stock I was gonna look up. What was it? Oof. Trying to remember what it was. What was that stock called? E-bet, is that what it was? I don't think this was it. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my gosh. I think this is probably overvalued really hard right now. I think this is for sure overvalued. Oh my gosh. I can silence you, Dwayne. I can silence you. I could definitely silence you. But you could just come back in under another name, so. Copaesthetic says, James, realistic question. I've read that if there is a buyout, we would receive roughly $6 for every $1 billion that Mavis is sold for. What honestly does a company like Mavis command? I'm not sure what you mean on your last sentence. But typically, yeah, it's about $6.33 per billion. So if they get bought out for $10 billion, it would be, be like a $63 share price, roughly. But that's typically true. I mean, like I said, we know that Sumit Sharma kind of did something. I don't want to say he giggled or laughed or rolled his eyes, but he did something that was like when somebody asked him, I wasn't watching or I didn't see it, but somebody said it a long time ago and it stuck with me, that he kind of laughed at $10 billion for a buyout. He laughed at it, right? So if he's laughing at $10 billion, I don't know. What would he not laugh at, Dwayne Carter, the only place you're going to be heard elsewhere is in your shower when you're singing to yourself. Nobody cares about you, bro. I only entertain you because you're good for the chat. That's the only reason. That's really the only reason you're still here. I'm looking at this e-bet. I don't know about this one. Someone told me to look this up. I don't know about this one. There's another company. I wish I could remember what they were called. For the life of me, I cannot remember. But you don't run YouTube and I will be heard elsewhere. You just want attention. You just want attention. That's sad. It's sad. I mean, some people they don't have friends or girlfriends, they just hang out by themselves. Talking on YouTube. So if Dragon Slayer says if it gets bought out for 10 billion, how much do we get per share? So, yeah, roughly $60 per share. Something like that. Edward said, Jared says, where's your intro video? You want to see the intro? I'll show it to you. I have it private on YouTube. There's not really a way to integrate it into your live. I wish they would do that. I wish they made it to where I could like upload it, and every time I go live, it plays it before we go on. So I don't know. I can't really. It's not very good for live streams. I can put it in on my end when I make a recorded video. Did we just get an ad? Do not ask me why this happened. I don't know. I really wish I could play that. Like it would just play automatically before I go live, but it's impossible. There's no way to do it. I've scoured the internet and YouTube trying to find a way. I have to manually do it on the live streams. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. You tried reaching out to me one day? Did you? Where did you try to hit me up at? Was it on Discord? Heather, he's either 19 or 91. Seriously. Edward, I'm sorry if I didn't hit you back, man. I don't know if you hit me up on Discord. I got a lot of messages I need to reply to. But yeah, send me another one with whatever you want to talk about, we can. I don't even know who that is, Dwayne. This guy says trade mode. James refused to debate top ticker trades. I don't even know who that is, bro. And I wouldn't waste my time doing it anyways. Why would I do that? Why would I ever do that? You're not set up. Dude, you can get on Discord on your phone. What friggin' universe are you from? Where are you from, man? Are you a time traveler? To get set up. God, you're such a clown. Oh my God. Dwayne, you are a true clown, my friend. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I played Rocket with Diggy a couple games. Yeah, for sure. That's what's up, man. Nice. Yeah, we got a few games in. That's what's up. Oh, I appreciate you hanging out, dude. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I think Dwayne's probably like 78 years old. Can't figure out how to set up a microphone. Can't figure out how to download an app. He sounds like my mom. My mom's always hit me up. How do I download an app? How do I do this? It's like the most basic stuff. It's so funny. How do I set up my phone? James, can you come over and show me how to download an app? What's a meme? What's a meme? I remember my mom said, my mom asked me one time, she said, what's a meme? I said, Mom, it's a meme. It's not a meme. It's a meme. I think Dwayne's on that same level, guys. He's just close to senile or something. I don't know. Oh, he has to verify that it's anonymous. What's wrong, Dwayne? You don't want people find out who you are? You're such a clown. I have to verify that it's anonymous. I gotta verify it's anonymous. That's the voice I imagine you and Dwayne. I gotta verify it's anonymous. I don't want you having my IP address. My thesis for tomorrow. Emily, I think we're gonna have a nice screen week. Like I said, if you look here, let's see. Oh, this is not MVIS. We have a double bottom and a demand zone, so I don't know. I think we're gonna rally off this little zone right here. I really do. I really do. I think we're gonna rally off this zone, and I'll tell you why. There's just two reasons. One, it's a demand zone, and in the past we rallied off it. And number two, we have a double bottom right here inside of it, and we've already retested and we already came back down and retested. So that's another big sign. Emily, or was it Emily that asked that? Who was that? Yeah, Emily. But yeah, check it out. So we came down into this demand zone. We have a double bottom. We came up. We came back down, retested the zone, and then we made a move to the upside. So we've already retested it. We already retested and rejected. So it doesn't make sense to go back down. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, you better make sure it's anonymous. Oh, good. So you work for Volkswagen Audi. Nice. I'm closer to finding out who you are now. I'd be careful running around doing what you're doing, Dwayne. You don't know who people know. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much, buddy. I will tell you that much. It's not that hard to hire a little anonymous hacker to get up in your YouTube, if you know what I'm saying. It wouldn't cost that much. It wouldn't cost that much to have someone figure your whole entire life out, Dwayne. I'd be careful if I was you. Yeah, Dwayne, we really just don't care anymore. I don't care. You're fun sometimes because you're just so dumb that it's entertaining. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys have them today. I think we're gonna rally. Tomorrow's gonna be a rally day. I imagine we go into tomorrow with some volume too. I would imagine. It seems like we will. I mean, guys, we're really. I mean, look at this. Look at your screen right now. The last times we were even in this area, we just rallied so hard. Why would it be any different this time? You know, why would it be any different? Look at this. Super rally out of the zone. Super rally out of the zone. Didn't even come down to the zone this time. Had a big rally. Now we have a double bottom down here. Yeah, I don't know. It's looking very, very, very bullish in the short term right now. Oh, I'm not threatening him. He said that Alicio Duke, I'm not threatening him. Number one. Number two, he's not a subscriber. And number three, I'm not threatening him. He said the pump and dumps were stalking him, calling his business or something like that. And I just told him I'd be careful what he's doing. It's not that hard to hire somebody to just find everything out about you. There's hackers everywhere, man. I'm not threatening him. I don't care enough about him to threaten him. I don't care. I literally don't. He just keeps coming back. There's no way to actually ban them. He'll just come back again under another name. There's nothing I can really do about it. But I'm gonna stay on topic here. Like I said, Emily, we're in a demand zone. I just think we're gonna rally. It looks like we're setting up for a rally. It really does. This would be nice to come back up to this golden zone. That's what it's looking like. It looks like price always wants to come back up here. So it might take a little bit, but we're going to find our way back up here for sure. I'm just convinced at this point. I'm convinced. Let's check out the history with this zone real quick. Man, price just shot through the zone. Going down and coming up. Or coming down and going up. A little resistance here. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna go and ask you all because I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just over it. The guy's a freaking clown. Just ignore Dwayne. Stop talking to him. He'll run away, he'll run back under his back into his cave as soon as we start ignoring him. I'm already at that point. He's getting ignored. I'm not even gonna acknowledge him anymore. He's just irritating. He's not worth my time. I asked you guys to do the same. Just ignore him. This zone. What did you say? What is this zone? What do you say? This was this a lower low? No, it wasn't. I mean, it depends on what time frame you're talking about, Emily. I mean, if I pull a 4-hour up, technically it was a higher low. Technically, if we use the wicks, it's still a higher low than this one. It's still technically a higher low. And we double bottomed, so like I said, guys, I would bet excuse me, oh my gosh. I would truly bet that, like, if I had a way to bet, and not using call options obviously, but if I could just bet somebody that we would rally off this point back up into a normal range, I think that I would make the bet. Simply because, you know, we made a higher low and we did it with a double bottom in a demand zone. I mean, it would just be so weird if we didn't rally off this point. It really would. It really would. It would be very weird. Riot? Who is that? What do I think of Riot? I don't know anything about it. I've had tunnel vision on this stock for a minute. Oh, the Riot blockchain? Yeah. I mean, hey, I mean, if they're mining, if they're a Bitcoin mining company, I don't want to support them. I don't want to support them. I think they're ruining the freaking world, to be honest. I can't even go out and buy a freaking graphics card right now because these people. They set up warehouses and they buy up every single GPU in existence, and I literally can't even build a computer right now because I can't find a GPU. So I don't know. And I know the miners are the reason for that. Everyone knows that. Yeah, don't sell for a loss. Emily, don't do that. There's people in here down a lot more than that. Don't sell. Don't sell right now. Be a bad time to sell. I'm not saying Riot won't succeed. It looks kind of bullish, but it looks kind of similar to Microvision. Look, why is everything is so similar right now in the market? I want guys, look at this. Everything is so similar. I mean, it's just so similar. Why is it like this? This is total manipulation. There's no reason why two stocks should be almost identical. I mean, look at this. This is Microvision. This is Riot. Microvision, Riot. Microvision, Riot. Microvision, Riot. Microvision, Riot. Microvision, Riot. Microvision, Riot. It seems like they're manipulating the entire market. It's just super, super, super weird. It's just, it makes no sense. Like, look at this. This is, are you kidding me? Is this the same chart? I don't know. I bet if I move it like this, look at this. How similar is this? You see how fast I'm clicking? It's so freaking similar. It's just so weird. But as far as Riot goes, I mean, I don't know, it's making higher lows. Same thing as Microvision, there's no difference. What's Riot's what's his market cap? 3.7 billion. I really despise people that mine at this point. They're just snapping up all, and it's not like if you're like a private person, you're doing some small mining, okay. But companies that come in and just buy every GPU in freaking existence, and now they got people selling, you know, $700 GPUs for $2,000. Like, it's just insane, dude. It's not cool at all. Yeah, I mean, it seems overvalued. I mean, fundamentally, it seems overvalued. But like I said, I haven't done a lot of DD on it, so I would not be able to tell you if there's any implied value with this stock. Like I said, future value, because I haven't done enough research. But it looks super overvalued. I mean, especially considering, I mean, how long can you mine Bitcoin? How long can you? There's only so much you can mine. There's not even that much left to be mined. There's only I forgot the number, but there's not very many more coins to be mined for Bitcoin. So I'm not sure the longevity of this company, but I don't know. I'd need to do some more some DD on it. But you might be able to, I mean, you might be able to scalp here. You might be able to do some day trading on this. It might not be a bad time to get in for a day trade, considering it's right at this trend line. You might see it rally off, especially there's I mean, look at this, guys. You can't make this is weird. It's just weird at this point. Why is there a double bottom in the same spot on both two completely different stocks? And right here, super weird. It's very weird. Very awkward. I don't know why every stock is looking identical. I could find other ones that look the same too. I noticed it the other day. Yeah. Guys, we're gonna stream for about another 15 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off. I gotta do some relaxing tonight. I got a few things I gotta do before I settle down for the evening. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I'm kind of low on energy because, well, I had a long weekend. I really did. But you guys know that right now I have microvision. I have microvision tunnel vision. And pretty much I think we're going to rally off this move. I think we will rally off this move. And if by some chance we can get above this 11, was it 1180? Yeah. Well, really like 1175. If we can close above 1175 right here, we are going to be in for a really, really nice rally, I think. $11.75, $11.80, something like that. If we can get above this little level right here, we're gonna rally. All right, we're gonna rally up. And really, it's just, I could just do it like this actually, down here to this wick. So in between this 1136 and this 1193, it was a pretty vague area, but this isn't a demand zone or anything like that, because the demand zone was a little bit lower down here. Well, this technically is a demand zone actually. This is a demand zone, I can't lie. This is a demand zone. Price came down and left really quickly, so this is a demand zone. But if we can get above the top of it, we're gonna have a nice move. We're gonna have a nice move up. Ran from you. Yeah. We really need to get above this. I think if we get above this, we're gonna have oh man, we're gonna have a big move. We're gonna have a super, super big move, I imagine. I mean, I can't see how we wouldn't rally at this point. It just doesn't make any sense in the world. I mean, look at this. This is totally bullish. This whole setup is so bullish. It's not even funny. It's insanely bullish. We still got this falling wedge here. We're back in the, like I said, coming up to this 11, you know, this 1136 to this 1175 or whatever. That would put us in another breakout situation of this wedge. And like I said, if we can close above this rebound candle right here, if we can, oh dang it, if we can close above this 11, basically 1175. I'm just gonna leave it at that, because I think that if we close above 1175, it's on. It's completely on. If we can close above 1175, it is on for the rally. All right. All right. Hold on one second. I'm gonna nip this in the bud. I'm just over it. I am doing it. Say bye, Dwayne. Say bye-bye, Dwayne. I just gotta let my phone charge. As soon as I turn this phone back on, you're gone. I'm just tired of you. Say bye to Dwayne, guys. Tell him bye-bye. Can we get some poop emojis for Dwayne before I ban him? Can we just get some poop emojis and tell Dwayne bye? Because as soon as my phone turns on, that boy gone. That boy gone. You got about 40 seconds, Dwayne. I'm tired of reading this stuff. YouTube makes it hard to ban somebody. You actually have to go into their account and actually ban them from your channel. It takes a minute. No, he definitely does not add enjoyment. No, that's definitely not something that he adds. I'm sure his family will agree to that. He probably does not add too much joy to their lives either. I would imagine. His family probably hates him. All right, Dwayne, the phone's turning on. Give me just a second, buddy. Give me just a second, buddy. YouTube makes it hard to do anything. Honestly, it's kind of hard to do anything on YouTube. It's actually kind of irritating. YouTube is not the best platform. It seems like it would be, but it's really not. I don't know why it would be so hard to ban somebody from YouTube chat. I mean, they make you go out of your way to have to do it. It's kind of weird. Oh, Dwayne is gone. Bye, Dwayne. See you later. Bye-bye. All right, he's gone. Anyways, guys, I'm sure he'll be back under another name. I can imagine, but it's all good. Like I said, guys, tomorrow's gonna be a green day. It doesn't make any sense in the world how we would not rally off this double bottom. We're probably gonna break out of this falling wedge again. You can see right here we broke out of it as well, but it didn't do much. Well, it actually did. It went up $1. What am I talking about? It moved a good, almost 10%. Actually, it's more than that. From this move, I guess it moved about 11%. So we moved 11% on this breakout. That's pretty big. $1.46. That's pretty huge. That's a pretty big breakout. But somehow we crashed back down. So it's looking like we might break out here again. So hopefully this one holds and we can find support at 11.75 and turn this thing around. Turn this bad boy around. You know what I mean? Yeah, I use Streamlabs. But guys, I think tomorrow's gonna be a good day for us. I hope you all join me at 8:30. I'm gonna try to wake up in time. I probably will, because I'm so freaking tired. I probably won't make it too much longer before I go to sleep. I might get a couple games of Warzone in or something like that. But guys, if you guys want to talk about anything real quick, we can. I'm about to sign off, so I appreciate all of you for hanging out with me. I tried to stream as long as I could. We got about 2 hours and 13 minutes on the stream. Ian, I'll check out B Square for you, man. We'll check out B Square. B Square is getting wrecked. It really is. B Square is just getting totally annihilated here. Very, very bearish on the whole thing. I scalped the other day. I think last week I scalped B Square for a little profit. Maybe it was back here in March. I don't remember when it was. I mean, I guess we're nearing the apex a little bit. These are kind of vague, but I mean, you could have a breakout here. So I mean, I'm not saying we can't, but I don't know. B Square is not looking too hot right now. It's not looking too hot. I mean, if we did pull a fib from here, I guess our golden zone would be around $5 or $6. Okay. So between 445 and 490, almost $5. This would be a zone I would look for us to come back up to, but I don't know. It's not looking too hot for B square right now. I mean, it would be I'm not saying we would never get back up here, but just this whole move right here just looks so bearish. Like we had this kind of this rebound happen here around 325 or something, and this is where I got in for that scalp, and I made some good money. I think I got out about right here around 520, so I made some money. I made some decent money on that, but this is just looking so there's no structure here. I mean, there's just no structure, and this is a 4-hour chart, guys. This is a 4-hour chart. There's no real structure here. You could call these levels, you know, I guess structure, but at the end of the day, not really. But you know, we're just kind of just slowly going down. I'm not sure how low this could go. When were we down here? When was this? In February? We were down under $2. It's just insane. This thing jumped up so hard. 12. I don't even understand how this could happen. I mean, it's these kind of stocks are the ones that they attack, guys. All right, these are the easy ones to manipulate. All right, there's not a lot of volume, so any real volume, any real investment, you know, if a bank were to come in, they could easily move a stock like this, and that's exactly what they did. I think I mean, even here you could just see the wickage. I'm surprised we even kept going up here after $6, but we did up to about $12. And then this is just not looking good to me. I wouldn't touch this stock right now just because I wouldn't want to get caught bag holding, and I don't know. There's not really any sign that there's a reversal that's going to happen. There's no. I mean, the only sign I could really say is that you're kind of nearing the apex of this flag pattern, but even then, you could just trade sideways for months and months and months and months and months. Who knows? So B square is not looking that good to me. Yeah. But all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close the stream, all right? If you guys want to hit me up on Discord, we can talk about whatever. If you guys want to get on the team, I did reopen that $50 one-time pledge. You get on the team for $50. Just hit me up, and we get you in there. But I appreciate you all for being here, and I hope you guys have a great night. I will see you tomorrow at the bell. We're going to cover this rally because I'm telling you guys, every single sign in the world as far as price action goes is pointing to a rally off this zone. We're in a demand zone. We have a double bottom. We're in a falling wedge, which seems like it's bearish, but it's not. This is a bullish pattern, all right? It's a bullish pattern, and when you do break out finally, that's typically what happens. You get a big move up. So we got all this going for us, and I just think we're going to rally off 1050. That's what I think. I think we are going to rally off 1050 right here. So I think this is the start of the move that's going to take us back to that $19 range. And I'm not just pumping it up. I'm not just hyping it up for no reason. I know there's not a lot of people in here that would listen to me as far as pumping goes anyways. We have real retail investors in here. I'm a retail investor, and you know, I really believe it. So if you hear me say something, it's because I actually believe it. I'm not just talking crap, you know. This is a bullish pattern. We got 3 bullish setups here inside one. We're in a demand zone where in the past we've rallied off. We have a double bottom, which is typically what happens before a big move. And we also, what else do we have? We're in a falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern because the breakout will send you to the upside. So guys, just hold tight, diamond hands, all right? And we're going to definitely get there at some point, all right? We just got to wait and see. It is April, so I think we probably hear something next month maybe regarding some good news about that sample. I don't think it'll take too long to get the parties interested. If everything Microvision has told us is true, all right? And like I said, I don't play around. This is something I really believe in, and I think you guys do too, or you wouldn't be here, all right? So, yeah. We're going to rally off the spot. I can feel it. All right, let's get some rockets in the chat before I sign off here. Rockets, diamonds, throw them in the chat. Let's get hyped up for tomorrow because tomorrow's going to be a good day. I can't wait to get a couple cups of coffee in me and watch this price move with you guys. I love all of you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Subscribe to the channel. Press that like button. I have a good time doing this. I'm sorry I've been low energy today. I'm super tired. I had a long weekend, but tomorrow's going to be nice, all right? So like I said, get those rockets going, get the diamonds going, and I will see you guys tomorrow at the bell for the Microvision rally. Oh my God. Peace and love from my end, guys. Trade Mo James signing out. Have a good night.